Hello and welcome back to your new happy place. This particular reading is a mystery to me. I do know that it has to do with humanity though. We have the rune here of manas, which does exactly mean humanity. So pretty exciting. I wanted to say thank you for all the likes and subscribes, the shares as well. I do appreciate that, helping build this little beautiful happy place collective. It truly is my new happy place, so thank you very much. Okay, so let's get started. We have the seraph of 963 hertz, and I moved my camera again, so bear with me. She is number 21, and this is the seraphim proclaim the glory of God, the never-ending devotion of the divine. So that's a great way to start a message about humanity. So we have here number 41, sovereignty, from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I love this card. Queen of the Moon. Humanity, the seraphim. The Sun in reverse, which is number 53. And this is going to be the mystical shaman. Okay. And from the awake oracle, we have air, force. Wow. Okay. Which always makes me think of the spirit of the power of spirit. Okay. Hang on 1 second. Let me get back in my chair, please. Okay. Let's see. I did pull 5 archetypes. From what I understand, this is a focal point or a bounce off point, and my normal preferred layout of archetypes. So, hi. Nice. So we're talking about the Queen. Okay. Let's see. Where does she want? Thank you, Owl. Let's see. Okay, you guys can see that. All right, and we have for the South, the river. Okay, self-reflection, true self-reflection. Okay, and where are we going? The desert. The desert. Okay. Interesting. And what do we have in our hand as a tool? A judge. That point of perspective where all things stem from. Our right now. Okay. Our sovereignty. Interesting. And why? The threshold. Very cool. Okay. I'm game. Looks like our sovereignty is being shown to us as being ours. The threshold is most definitely alive. That's always available to us. Okay, so this is in regards to humanity with the manas rune here and the Queen, the seraphim. All about the love of God, right? The Sun in reverse speaks of, you're shining. Are you shining too much? As far as it in reverse, and I don't know if I'm really seeing it that way, per se. Because the Queen is all about internal sovereignty. The River is all about self-reflection. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see the river? I don't know. Sort of. We'll figure it out here eventually. Maybe there? Well, you can at least see everything now. A little bit. So, where were we before I was rearranging my area? Humanity as a whole. The aspect of themselves as whole, sovereign within themselves. To the aspect of the river, or the archetype of the river, which is all about seeking your true reflection. You know, that journey to finding your true self, the seeker at heart, right? And finding yourself within the flow. That's so interesting. Wow. So the self as its true self, reflection, walks into the desert, which is wanting for whatever reason. Interesting with the sun being here, too much sun. But we have the judge in our hand as a tool, which is very reminiscent of this, I don't know if it's a moon. Oh, you can see that. What is it? It is, it's like a golden earth. Okay. But it is definitely power in their hands. The perspective of it. And this threshold. If this is, okay, let me just go ahead and get some tarot out, because I could spend quite a bit of time on just looking at that. Okay. Alright. Whoa, okay. Did we see that? Yeah, okay. That apparently is our situation. Thank you. Magical tarot cards. Queen of Wands on the bottom. Most definitely. Talk about the Queen. Alright, so the King of Wands is showing up as our situation, which seems very, very appropriate to me. And please pardon me again. I want to see how that's showing up. I'm not really sure how far I have to get from here. But the picture before was in standard. I didn't realize that my laptop records in standard videos. So here we are. Hopefully this is a little clearer, a little easier to see. But segue. Thank you again for the learning curve coming with. I'm forever grateful. Forever grateful. As you can tell, this is really for me. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles popping out. Oh, I can't get it in my hand. Four of Pentacles popping out for the self, which is perfect. That sovereignty, that aspect of personal, how sovereign am I? Because we're always hovering on that threshold, right? And we have the moon underneath. Okay, let's go ahead. What is the foundation here, Spirit? Why are we talking about this right now? What is the message for humanity? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands as the foundation. Okay, it's all about that judge for the self, that sovereignty aspect. Maybe even a little bit of sun, you know, but also a seraphim at the same time. You know, this particular person is standing in their, you know, heart-covered shirt on green grass with the blue sky. There is no holding back with this particular figure. You know, very sovereign. Absolutely sovereign. That's so interesting. I do love tarot cards. I highly recommend. Just for the introspection's sake, it is just so interesting how every card can have a new relational value to whatever perspective you put it in. That's so interesting. Okay, so you have the Three of Pentacles, and this is going to be the self in the past. Okay, that's cool, because we're showing up as the Four of Pentacles in the past, and the Four of Pentacles overall, in regards to our higher self, our sovereign selves. We're showing up as Four of Pentacles, which is wonderful, in that medium place of the Judge. Whole. Again, the foundation, Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the past. It's like seeing yourself as a reflection, this Three of Pentacles compared to the Four of Pentacles, is what I want to say. Not seeing yourself as whole, but seeing yourself as part of a team, if you can understand the clarification there. We have the Magician here. Now this is going to be your surrounding environment. Yes, absolutely. That aspect of the Queen, that yin, would that be yin power? But at the same time, you know, claiming the magic of that. You know, you are the only one that will ever judge you. To the degree that you give or take away, you know, your own threshold, your own power in the moment you're in. I think in this aspect, we almost want to put some more sun in it. Okay. These first. This first. Okay. I hope you can see these cards all right. We have the Nine of Swords. This is going to be the self as the current. Present. Considering that Judge aspect. And being unsatisfied in the desert in regards to your own threshold, the power. There's so much power right here. And all you have to do is proclaim that you are whole, and you know, everything about you is, you know, if not perfect, if you can't say that with, you know, some integrity with yourself, you know, you're always in process. That's where forgiveness lives. You know, there's nothing to hold on to if you're always growing, right? How can you be bothered by something that was 5 seconds ago? You know, as, you know, humanity in general, we really do need to let ourselves off the hook, you know, every 2 seconds, just clean. So yeah, the Judge aspects. The Judge aspect. Are you sovereign or are you not? Are you too much or are you not enough? Do you have power or do you not? That's definitely that moment right there. And this is cool. The Ace of Pentacles, as how the King of Wands plays out. Recognizing that sovereignty. I love it. I love it. Like, your absolute value to the universe, once you claim it, it's right there. That's what I was just saying. I love that. Thank you. And exactly. 6 of Swords on the bottom. You know, once we claim it, it's ours. Rough water, calm water. What am I doing? Okay, so let's see this self in the future, please. I love this message. It's almost lighthearted but deep. Temperance. Okay. Very alchemist, very old you, new perspective. Healing. Very much mixing that fire and water. Very much. Adding some fire to your water, most definitely. You know, the seraphim is all fire. You know, they're glory, 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 right? 6 wings, or 3 sets of wings of fire. But yeah, this is very fire and water, you know? How you feel about things and how spirit feels about them. And we're definitely being advised to Look at that, because we're separating ourselves. That threshold is ours. Obviously, that's the not obviously, because I mean I'm taking in this message as well, and it almost looks like the threshold is like that portal on the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. All right, Spirit, full on the bottom right now. What is the center here? What is the bridge, the catalyst? What brings this all into perspective for us? Why are we having this conversation right now? Why do we have this aspect of the Judge? Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles, holding that value. Her sovereignty. Her sovereignty. Very the Queen, right? Very the Queen. Okay, very threshold. Sovereignty. And she is proclaiming her own glory. That just reminded me of the Oracle of Delphi. Because the Queen of Pentacles, to me, you know, everything is an oracle. Spirit communicates through every single thing in every single moment. It's just up to us what we pay attention to, right? Signs of your value as you proclaim it. As you proclaim your sovereignty, it will be shown to you to be true. Maybe that's what the Sun in reverse is that we're not looking for the sign of validation, of confirmation, that we've judged ourselves correct when we say how glorious we really are. And I mean that in the most beautiful, and I don't even want to say humble, because humble can be misconstrued. It's like there's that fine line of glorious pride, right? And trust me, I love the divine. There's no, you know, it's my favorite thing. So, you know, I definitely try to keep that healthy appreciation, really, I think is the word I'm looking for here. You know, that constant state of appreciation. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right things, the right tools, the right magic, the right, you know, voice within, the right guy, however you want to look at that. But it really is yours to judge that moment that you're in, that threshold. Because you can stay in the desert just as long as you want to. You know? And that's, there's very little response from the universe in the desert. You know, there's not even very many clouds passing by to daydream with. I don't know where that came from, but what else do I have in my hand? Okay, Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Two of Cups. And that's going to go as the cross. The Judge, that threshold, the glory that you proclaim, your sovereignty. You know, it's also the medicine with this Caduceus. And, you know, that medicine of unity, meaning the higher self with the self. You are sovereign because you are whole. I mean, you've got that divine in you, right? It's like merging the two. We're on the threshold of that, maybe? Okay. Seeing your reflection. Maybe that's where temperance comes in. Because, you know, once we all see ourselves as, you know, more than we did 5 seconds ago, you know, that's healing. And that allows everybody else to do the same thing. And then before you know it, we're all sovereign within our own selves and can fully appreciate each other. That's beautiful. All right, what is the hopes here? There, it's face down. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. Yay. Yay. Hope say Ace of Cups. Choose love. Love yourself. Choose a seraphim. Yay. Okay, so this is fear. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. The fear of proclaiming it. Proclaiming that glory that you are filled with. Even if you just shout out your own, you know, back door. for nobody else to hear. Like, it's just like there is such a joy right here waiting to be claimed in this card. And it's like that fear on the threshold. And it's so in your hands as the judge. And the divine is here saying, wow, this is so in your hands. As the river in the realm of the desert, in regards to your sovereignty, I think it's definitely time to add some water, yeah? You need some water. Okay, how does that progress? I just felt silly for a second. How does that progress, please? How does the Page of Wands evolve? Okay, Five of Pentacles. Sovereign. Sovereign. You are not alone. You are not alone. You know, if you, to the degree that you, and I'm trying to say this in the best way, because it is in our hands. We are on this threshold right here. To the degree that we proclaim our sovereignty, which means held in the glory of God, there is no wrong we could ever do if we feel inspired in the moment that we're in, right? You know, if we don't proclaim that to the degree that we do claim that, you know, and that's all day long, every day in regards to every single thing. So, you know, we're all working on that multifaceted perspective, right? And that faith in every moment. But to the degree that you take on your own personal ability to change the world around you through faith alone, you know, plus everything else, is to the degree that you will feel alone. You know, faith doesn't go in structures or other people or any of that. So don't worry about their opinion, you know, of you, again, not even having to say anything out loud. This is about knowing it to be true within yourself and just taking that step over the threshold into what that feels like. Because in the desert, you just won't know. You won't know. You got to step off the threshold to know the difference. And I do hope that I explained that well, because I think that that's, you know, that's that threshold line. You know, either I'm alone or I'm not. Okay. And again, with this desert here, it's like to the degree that you allow, you know, that flow to be for you. Let's see, what is the advice here, please? What is the advice? That one. Haha. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. That's the advice. I mean, you have the truth. We have the truth in our hand. We have the ability to judge. It's up to us in the moment that we're in, because we hold that threshold. We hold that threshold at the moment that we're in. There's the threshold. There is the threshold. That world in our hands. You have the whole world in your hands. You know, and it is a process. You know, recognizing yourself is so, so personal. And I mean, trust me, as somebody that, you know, that's my you know, self-proclaimed lifelong career is, you know, individuation. realization, all those great words. And I will tell you that to the degree that you proclaim one thing or the other, you're right. And that is so malleable, and it is so in our moment right now, right? What's on the bottom? The moon, the queen. Absolutely. We have the moon on the bottom. Very sun in reverse. Very sovereign. Very beautiful illusion, right? That receptive, that yin, that beautiful energy. Wow. Of humanity, you know? Wow. I think our sovereignty is in our hands at this very moment. And we're being told that, you know, the Ace of Swords is the truth here. In regards to the Queen, I think we just got the truth. And the hope is that, you know, that Ace of Cups, we have an Ace of Pentacles as our future. I'm just going to hold these up for a second because, well, this is spectacular. Okay, now that is a threshold. Right there. Worth crossing. Worth crossing. Right? Threshold worth crossing. You are sovereign all day. You are never not. Only to the degree and that moment that you're in that you call yourself. And trust me, we are all reminding ourselves of this every day. Let me put your blessings back down. You are everything you ever needed to be. The guidance within evolves the world towards a heaven that is already here. To know that is to absolutely know your worth and your destiny, and that you are so uniquely, absolutely special because you wanted to be exactly who you are. In this moment, everything is for you. Start to contemplate that. Start to contemplate how everything is for you. For you. I promise. All right, I'm going to let that go there. It's all yours. Thank you. Until next time. Peace.